We're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Pass the lighter just
and we're just chilling. You know, we're talking about current events.
Yeah.
Some events that are very important.
Yeah.
Some that are extremely important.
Yeah.
And I want your opinion, especially you, Zambo. I would definitely want to see where your headspace is at with a couple of these things.
Shit.
First off, let's start off with the Cybertruck incident on New Year's at the Trump Towers in Las Vegas, Nevada. He was a former Green Beret, active duty still. This man detonated a V-bed, or SV-bed, which is a vehicle-borne IED, and detonated out of Trump Tower in Hotel Las Vegas, Nevada. What are our thoughts?
But did he do it though?
That's what I kind of want to get into, because honestly, bro, if I really think about it, bro, they're saying that he was dead.
And how is he so intellectual enough to make it? Well, is he like a fucking bomb expert? Like, how can the fuck make that? You know?
Well, he was a Green Beret. And Green Beret deal with a lot of IEDs.
A lot of explosives.
A lot of explosives. Maybe he was an explosives specialist.
Yeah.
I can't really say, you know. But he probably knew a little bit. And the thing is, he knew enough to just blow himself up. Allegedly. The reason why I'm saying allegedly is because apparently the body was so burnt, they could only tell by the tattoos on his body.
Yeah.
That could have been planted.
You
can't get no DNA.
No, you know
because the body's burnt.
Hey, it followed with that, man. Even like you're talking about, his whole body was burned.
Whole body.
His whole body.
There ain't no way. There ain't no way you're gonna tell the DNA with not bad, with tattoos on his body. It's burned. You know,
well,
you can't even tell by the fucking tooth on his mouth. You know, we're relying on some tattoos on his body. It's burnt. It's burnt. You know. So with that said, I was like, this guy you talking about, he's a Green Beret, right?
Yeah.
Nah,
Green
man.
Beret is special forces.
He's more intelligent than that.
Way more intelligent.
Way more.
And things that started getting a little bit
like strike
suspicious,
force,
right?
Marines.
The people in the FBI said, "Hey, you know what? We noticed that he was shot to the head by a 50 cal, a Desert Eagle. You know about guns. I know about guns.
That's a big ass fucking
Desert Eagle's a
caliber.
fucking big ass
blow
gun.
your head open like a melon.
How loud is it?
Loud as fuck. You're gonna be able to hear that
if you
shit.
shoot yourself in the lobby, in the valet lobby
and
of Trump Tower, nobody reported it.
Fuck no.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Miss me with
is that valid?
Hell nah. Miss me with that shit.
That's the beautiful thing about it. You're gonna start asking questions. You know, that's the beautiful thing about it. You know, you're using common sense. Hey, wait a minute, that shit don't make sense.
It's better, huh?
Compared to what the news is gonna tell you, you're gonna make yourself
don't quote me on that shit.
Assumptions. You know, you're gonna asking your own questions.
Look at the
and
facts.
those questions you're gonna ask. Why aren't you asking those questions?
Don't quote me on this shit, but a fucking Desert Eagle bullet has 450 grains of fucking gunpowder.
Yeah, it's a bunch of fuck you to your face.
You know how fucking loud and how fucking massive? Like, that's like a little fucking... That's not even a bullet no more. That's a slug.
Exactly, that's the point right there, man. It's not like no regular bullet. It's a
high caliber bullet.
Exactly.
But
going back to that.
Mind you, though, Tesla is known for something that, like, it's like, oh, the steel is impenetrable. Like, you can't get bullet shot through it. Yeah. But a 50 cal is different, though. At a close range, if he shot himself in the lobby like they say he did, you would have heard it, and there would have been definitely some type of dent or damage to the vehicle.
A 50 cal handgun is different, though, from a 50 cal sniper bullet. So, because with a 50 cal with the handgun, you got to be a little more precise. While with the sniper bullet, I could be an inch off and I'll still blow your fucking ear off with that bullet. You know, just from the fucking force that it goes.
I ain't never heard about that shit. I got to do some research.
But the basic facts is starting to seem like a conspiracy theory, right? Sooner rather than later. So that's what happened. Now, there was also something that also happened on November 1st.
What happened?
New Orleans attack. An event with 10 dead, 35 injured after a truck plows through a crowd early New Year's Day. Also, former military and confirmed ISIS member converted 6 months prior. Just a couple things before I start asking your thoughts, so you guys kind of have a visual. This guy was a menace to society. Jeez. He was planning to kill his parents before he thought, you know what, it's easier for me to run over these people.
I didn't know that.
And he had an ISIS flag.
I didn't know that.
I don't know. How do I know that?
How do they know that?
Oh, you're right. There was a bunch of letters though that he said and he left behind and basically incriminated, which is not. You don't think that's true?
Nah, I don't believe it. I don't believe a lot of the shit. You know, like I've seen a lot of people that get incriminated and then later on end up beating the fucking case because they fucking have video of them getting fucking incriminated.
But there's actual proof that he converted into ISIS.
Oh, if there's proof, then that's a whole different thing. I can't talk about it.
Yeah, because
the question you should be really asking is why.
Why did he do that?
Why did
ISIS?
not only why did he do what he did, but why did he even decide it's more reasonable to convert to ISIS?
You see what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
That's the question to be asking right there, man. And with that question, everybody who's watching, ask yourself that reason. Why? It's that why that gets everything going. It's that why is why we're here.
I'll show you what gets you going.
And that's what the FBI is trying to figure out. More or less, they're trying to find the person he was trying to report to or pledge his allegiance to and his loyalty to, finally, I guess. Or some crazy shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
You know who started Al-Qaeda?
Shed light on that. I know, but the people might not know.
Motherfucking CIA.
Why do you say that?
They were the ones that trained them.
They're the ones that trained them. I mean, you're not wrong. Look at what we did again in Afghanistan. We were the ones who supplied them.
How you know that?
So definitely want to send our condolences and our prayers over to the families of the ones lost and the ones that are injured. I hope for a quick, speedy recovery.
So I'm not gonna counter that, but I'm gonna ask you this, right? Because we're all humans at the end of the day, and everyone believes in their own right, their own belief and whatnot, right? In our perspective, within our own selves, we see how the way it is. It's wrong to do what it is to do. But within the individual's act of character, he saw it morally right. He saw it, doesn't matter who I'm taking out, I'm taking out somebody, right?
So he think I see what you mean.
So like what you know, with his own purpose and his own belief and his own righteousness, he thought it was right to do so, you know, within his own religion, his own belief, you know. So where does that divide really go, you know?
Well, that's the thing, you know, accepting different religions and different aspects.
Yeah,
of life,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You know,
right? But when your religion or your way of life is known to be a terror, something horrific with past events that come with death. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy.
And this is where I'm gonna follow it up with you, because you say in our perspective, his act of terror and all that, right? But within themselves,
they feel that region,
because I know you're familiar with that region, and I know you're familiar with what's going on over there. What's not to say that within their community and everything that's going on in them, that they see us as an act of terror. And, you know,
and you're not wrong. There's that divide between cultural differences.
Let's be honest.
Exactly. Let's be honest. There's good, and there's fucking bad, bro.
Let's be honest, though. What is pushing democracy? We're just trying to push our own political ways into other countries that already have a set custom, you know, and we're trying to make them like us, but they don't want to be like us.
So let me.
So we force them, and we create a bullshit scenario in order for us to be able to go ahead and implant ourselves into their customs and trying to make it like, look, what you're doing is wrong.
Huh?
Obviously, the New Orleans attack was crazy. Now, the topic that I want to lead after that is the Fox releases a statement after a bombshell lawsuit accusing Fox Sports employees Joy Taylor, Emmanuel Acho, Skip Bayless, and Charlie Dixon of sexual misconduct, retaliation, and more. What are our thoughts in this situation?
I'll tell you right now.
That sports segment in the morning where you guys are watching that Skip Bayless with Shannon Sharp. I'm like, come on, Skip. Come on, Skip.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp.
I'll tell you my perspective. Hey, that chick is scandalous as fuck. The one who is manipulating not only through the vatos, But then to the females that shut your mouth and fucking suck it up and what it is because you're gonna move up on yourself, that bitch is scandalous, man. I'll tell you why, because she was willing to throw that vato who brought her up to the position she's at right now under the bus to save her ass, but make him look like a fool when obviously it was a mutual understanding and a mutual decision where, hey, you give me this and I give you that and cool, but willing to fucking sacrifice that role just to make safe face.
Sick ass vato.
Fuck that bitch.
You know what I think is
you're not wrong because we're trying to just victimize just the males because it's bad enough that you're a man and you're doing this shit. What about the females? We talked about this in the last time that you were here. We have to criminalize the women just as bad as we criminalize the men.
I fucked my substitute teacher in high school.
Hey yo. So it's like it's kind of reflecting and eye opening because now you're kind of like, okay, I know what the fuck is going on now. I know what I need to do.
No, but it's true.
It kind of
know what's going on, man.
In my personal self security.
But even
there's weirdos out there, so I need to protect my kids. Exactly. You know, I got to teach them like, yo, do not. If you see this kind of character, if you see this type of
I
ideal,
will shoot you.
Just walk away.
It follows up with that same segment right there. You never know what's going on in the back of anybody else's. Whether you know somebody or not, befriend somebody or not, you never know what's going to go on in the background, man. And that's a good point right there that you bring up.
One thing that my mom and my mother-in-law, shout out to my mother-in-law, something that we talk about a lot, is that we don't trust our kids or not to trust our kids with just anybody. Only mom and dad.
On God.
Yep.
That's the way it should be, bro.
Like, point blank, period. Do not let no other man tell your kids to sit on their lap.
Fuck no. And I'm gonna stand on that.
Okay, so pretty much, it's crazy, you know, everything involving that Fox scandal. You know, people are weird, and you just gotta always keep an eye to it. So, just to answer what you said, like, what did I feel about it? It's just that, you know, just to keep a long story short, it's weird, bro. And you just gotta stay attentive and just know that there's always fucking weirdo around the corner.
Yep.
Moving on from that topic, we're gonna talk about the LA fires, right? Obviously, there's a lot of things that we need to cover. One of them being that there was 24 people dead in recent numbers that were sent out informing us of what had happened. Due to the LA wildfires, first lawsuit ever filed against SoCal Edison over the Eden fire. We got the ghetto birds in the city. They're here for you, Zamba. They know you're doing that freaky shit, so
yes, they do.
They want to lock you up because you're a certified freak,
sir.
So, with that being said, there's a lot of things that we should know about this. This is what we know about the fires. Palisades fire started on the 1st, it was January 7th, 2025. The acres burned was 23,713, and it's in 19% containment. Eden fire started the same day on the 7th, 2025. Acres burned 14,117, containment 45%. Hearst fire started on the 7th. Acres burned 799, containment 97%. Otto fire, this is in Ventura County, started on the 13th of January 2025. Acres burned 61, containment 50%. Now, the hydrants were dry. Why do you think they were dry?
You know, it all starts with Gavin Newscomb.
Gavin Newscomb.
Yeah,
well, I mean, that's not the first time. I did not hear that ever before, but I've heard that.
Tell that motherfucker to stop spending so much money on jail.
Hey, shout out to Mel Gibson, bro.
Tell that nigga.
Bro, Mel Gibson was a G for that.
Mel Gibson is a G. That motherfucker.
He did a podcast with Joe Rogan literally a couple days before the fires, right? And he was talking about how it was weird how all this was happening because his son is part of that civilian defense force in Malibu that was getting people out and helping the firefighters with things that they needed. And he noticed, he was like, yo, there's a lot of weird things that were happening. Like, for example, the people that were getting arrested for this arson all had equipment that, like, were high tech to start a fire. First and foremost.
But
why do they have that?
Hey, but to even add to that, to the Gavin News scum, and with Mel Gibson himself, he came out in an interview with Fox News.
He said the same
thing. What he also said when he was getting interviewed, in the most polite way you can possibly say, but with the message being across, stop spending so much money on hair gel.
Yeah.
I mean, he did say that on the Joe Rogan podcast as well. Yeah. Definitely go check it out. Shout out to Joe Rogan.
You know what Donald Trump said?
Fuck Donald Trump.
He fucking hates Gavin Newsom.
He's like, Donald Trump was like, fuck Gavin Newsom because he signed a bill that basically made a big cut on the fire department.
Right.
On the water. It was also a big cut on the water bill to save a fucking fish that nobody.
And there was a bill that he was trying to get passed in LA where he put more money into national wildfires, getting rid of all the dead trees in the area.
What is going on?
But he denied signing that bill.
What is going on?
But,
to this day.
Also, I do want to point out, right? Because aside from that whole fire and everything with News Scum and everything that's going on, but with the insurance companies. Now, aside from them,
that's crazy too. They closed. They shut down insurance like a whole month before, and they basically say you're not covered with fire.
You're right. They did do such things, but why didn't anybody read the room? Everybody got denied, and the thing about the insurance company, I want you guys to take a little.
So I mean, I kind of want you to elaborate on that because reading the room is different.
I'm saying right now, look. The whole point of an insurance company is about risk. And they're the ones who are the most informed. And being the most informed, they made a decision.
So you feel like they should have evacuated or prepared for a fire?
They should have prepared for a fire because, like I said, the insurance companies are the most informed. And their whole business plan is about risk. They knew the risk. And it was read in the room. But we didn't listen nor pay attention. Not saying it was anybody else,
So I'm gonna tell you this.
But it was
when you have an insurance. Do you check your policy every time?
No, and this is what
I mean, just answer the question. Do you check your policy every time?
Nope.
What about you? 92.
I don't. Do you?
What about you?
What?
Any insurance policy? You do check it?
Yes.
You check your policy?
Yes.
100%.
I want to know if I got.
Do you stop the cap?
I want to know if I got uninsured
motorists. I don't check my policy.
All right, there you go.
I want to know what kind of coverage I got. I want to know
when you get it. Yes, but do you follow up with your policy?
No, you don't. Yeah, I just got into an accident. Somebody rear-ended me, and because I did keep over my insurance, I'm about to get paid.
Okay, boom. There you go. I did not know that, but now you know. It's very good to make sure you keep up with these policies. Now, I'm not blaming that on the people, but it is fucked up that they did it 1 month before the fires.
What did that,
sir?
Which ones are those?
Why did they do that?
Which ones are those? Allstate?
I think it's a bunch of companies that.
Going to responding to Zambo's question, why did they do that? Right? They did that because they saw the risk assessment. And we didn't pay attention to it. Not we as in obviously us, but the people in the homeowners. It's not their fault because we just answered it. We don't check on our policies. But still, our business is nothing but in risk. So they're the most informed ones when it comes to it. And that in itself speaks volume. They saw the writing in the wall and they bounced.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom.
And everybody else did not.
Well, I mean, that's kind of, I can definitely see that where they kind of saw what things were heading and they kind of chose to be out of the city. For example, Karen Abbas, she was out of the city attending a presidential election or a presidential inauguration in Ghana.
Yeah.
So she was out there instead of being here. One. Gavin Newsom was somewhere getting hair gel and hydrants were dry. And he knew about it. But he wasn't there.
Hey, I'm gonna stop you there, brother man. Real quick, with Karen Bass, I can see the issue there, but in the same time, hey, everybody deserves a vacation. Whether it was going on at this time or not.
You're trying to validate her not being here for the country?
What I'm trying to say is that she was already gone before this shit went down. Whether she knew it was gonna happen or not, what I'm trying to say is everybody who works for a living deserves a vacation. That's the only benefit.
Okay.
The only thing
But was it registered as a vacation?
Hold on. The only thing I will cut from that, as I finish mine, is what she did wrong was cut that 21 million. I don't know the amount necessarily.
Oh, for the fire department?
From the fire department. There was
it was
no
35 mil?
Yeah, because even that, then it raises the questions. It raises the questions: why were those fire hydrants and that reservoir empty for them to? It was for
according to the facts that were based there. There's a rare fish that was near that reserve, which Trump did establish this months before. Sorry, in that press conference where he's basically stated, "Yo, there is no rare fish around that area. There's no need for you to empty that reserve." And they still did it anyways. So that's another thing that Trump did bring to light. And this was way before the actual thing ever happened. Yeah, no, hit that. So, man. With that being said, there's a lot of fuckery shit going on.
A lot of fuckery.
Period.
Yeah, and it's like, why? Why is it going on like that?
Now, we were going back to your situation that you said earlier, that the government was paying millions and trillions to Ukraine, to Israel, and giving them funding. Wow, there's people actually losing their full-ass homes, and they're only getting $770.
Not only that, they're getting bribed out. It will buy that land off of you.
So, did you guys also see that conspiracy of that new smart LA that they were trying to build?
Yep.
And nobody was trying to sell their land, obviously. So guess what happened? They created a natural fire where they're going to create a new smart LA before the Olympics.
Some collaboration going on there. Because there's developers out there looking for it for a reason. Developers.
Crazy.
And developers, man. And that's where it goes down to. It's all about the greed and the money. They don't go fuck who the fuck it affected, but I'm gonna get mine.
Money is a rule.
Sorry for you, but I'm gonna get mine. You know, and those cutthroat.
So cutthroat. Right. Moving on to the next topic. I mean, I kind of don't want to.
No, absolutely.
Kind of stray along from it. We obviously know that this is still ongoing, and there's still a lot of stuff that we gotta obviously uncover within the time. So the next time that we meet up, we'll have more information.
Yo,
definitely. This is a evolving news topic, and we get news every day. The next topic on the list is President Biden releases a farewell letter. Says, "It's been a privilege of my life to serve this nation." Thoughts on Biden's presidency, everybody.
Fuck your couch.
Oh, goddamn.
You seen that Dave Chappelle? When I was right there in the fucking Rick James?
Yeah.
Stepping on the couch? Yeah.
Chappelle. That's actually a pretty good one. Yeah, I've seen
Fuck your couch.
Fuck your couch. So that's how you feel about Joe Biden.
So how do you feel about him saying that he's going to cover like 100% of the fires and shit like that?
He's not going to follow through with it. There's going to be a lot of pushback.
Who has a week left?
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Talk is cheap.
There's a week left.
They would have already sent it. Just the same way that they're sending money to the Taliban every week on an airplane. Also check that information out. Valid sources. This is all facts. We're paying the Taliban. Not only did we leave weapons for them to possibly attack us, but we're supplying them with money on a weekly basis. And I'm talking about millions. We owe them billions, apparently. So they're paying them off. It's their money, but we're giving it to them.
Yep. Say it louder, brother. Say it louder.
And they're giving the people here $770. How do you feel about that? If your house was in Palisades, Palisades or Bel Air, and that shit burnt down, all your hard work, all your dedication in ash.
Well, like I said,
how do you feel about $770?
Houses that were bought back in the day for like fucking like $50,000. Their whole families grew up there.
Hell no, Palisades.
Those
back
houses.
in the day, I'm talking about.
I know somebody who lives there, right? And I'm not really gonna divulge too much information. So other than the prices, right? Bought the house at $700,000.
Yo, I believe
back in the day, 700,000.
Like way back in the day.
Before
The house
2020.
now is worth $7 million.
Yo,
Yeah, but we're talking about back in the day.
No, yeah, it doesn't matter. They're not going to pay you back in the day prices. They got to pay you what's due now.
I'm talking about the people that...
$7 million.
Well, that's the
now,
thing.
yeah.
Hey, look, that's the thing. Look, hey, check it out. So everybody once the State Farm insurance is bounced out, everybody was forced to the California plan, and that California plan within itself was going to cover everybody probably 3 to 4 million, 2 to 4 million. Fuck it, to say it like that, right?
What?
But on the California
For
plan
the
insurance, because State Farm canceled out. But the State Farm, listen up, I'm gonna tell you right now. Everybody on that plan, right? Either you're gonna jump on it or you're not. But the cap on that insurance alone probably covers 350 million, fucking 300 million, right? Going back down. Now, the worth of each and every one of those properties, not just in Palisades, but we're talking about Altadena, we're talking about all the ones that were affected, right? We're talking about like, at least, hold on, brother man, up in 30 billion. Now, this is the kicker. Now, everybody's not paying attention. 30 billion. Now, the cap on that insurance, on the California plan that everybody had to hop on, whether you got insurance or not, only covers max 350 million. Now, guess what? I heard about it. I could be wrong. Hey, fact check me on this on Google. The insurances are going to, pick up the tab by law. So with that,
I'm hoping it goes that way.
Where's all that going to get picked up on? It's going to get passed on to every individual on the state of California. Everybody else's premium is going to get rised up to cover the bill. So whether you wanted it to happen or not, for the ones who are heart cold or not, it's going to get picked up on the bill. That's the information that I was relayed, and I heard about it.
I see where you're coming from, and that's definitely true. Obviously, the insurance companies are going to have to get money to pay back all these people. Millions and millions of dollars. I just told you the worth of that house that used to be worth $700,000 is now worth $7 million. You're not gonna give them the same house that they had before with asbestos and all that shit. No, you're gonna give them a bunch of fucking new fucking shit.
Yup.
With expensive fucking prices. We've been in a recession.
We've
been in a recession and people are trying to make their money. This is not gonna get cheap. This is gonna get expensive.
It's gonna get expensive.
They would have to pay out everybody top market dollar for every house.
And that's only for that. Imagine Smarty Lake, right? Bam. Okay, Gavin Newscomb is going to come in, right? He's going to be like, all right, you know what? Newscomb, bro. That's what I said. He's going to come in and he's going to be like, you know what? No one's going to want to pay your amount, right? Let me buy off the property. I'll give you the money.
Yep.
Right? Right now, I'll give you the money. But
not now.
You have to move out.
Not now.
No, right now.
Right now, though.
Right
I'll
now.
give you the money. Boom. Gives them the money.
Not now.
They move out. Now they have a property.
Right now.
And that's the dangerous part, where politics play a very dangerous part in the way people live and how people maneuver. Not even, it's like everybody has to work twice as hard now because shit's gonna be more expensive. If you want something nice, it's gonna be twice as hard. Why? Because of the natural disasters. It's crazy that we're living this right now. And I just kind of wanted to bring that up. Crazy. We were talking about the president's release farewell letter, and it says he has a great privilege of his life to serve his nation.
Let me follow up on that. Let me follow up on that real quick. Because before you, apologies, brother man. I swear to God, I love you. And I'm gonna follow up with that because not only is all the insurances are gonna raise up on premiums, but this is talking about the people who are already in either debt on their credit cards or not even able to pay off their car loans that they made off. So there's going to be a trickle effect, and that trickle effect is going to show with all the attributes they've accumulated, and they're not going to be able to take care of business at all. So the shit's going to hit the fan, and that's my opinion. Brother man, please continue.
So it is going to hit the fan. We're talking about the presidency of Joe Biden, right? How do we feel about it?
I feel like that guy. I feel like that guy is on ecstasy and Molly all the time. That motherfucker.
Joe Biden's on a different level. There's a lot of stuff that he's did in the presidency.
You know what? You're so slow that they have they have fucking conspiracies that he's a different robot every time.
Tell you like this: fuck
my
Joe
God.
Biden and fuck Donald Trump.
I don't know about all
I mean,
that.
I don't know about all that.
That part, man.
Trump right now.
Motherfucker.
No, I can see where
I'm
they
glad.
coming from.
Keep that same energy.
I will.
I like it.
We have Mexican firefighters come out here. This motherfucker said that they send their best fucking people out here. What kind of shit is that?
Look.
And that's
You're
just
right.
a little bit of
You're right.
of the topic. But fuck both of these presidents. Fuck Biden. Fuck Trump.
You're right.
That's just me though.
No,
Take my word for
you're
it.
right. You're right.
That's just
100%, 100-fold.
No,
Okay, but we'll get to that.
Hold on, this is where I'm.
Biden is a shitbag. We'll get to Trump. Hold up.
I know you guys.
Biden
love him.
right
That's
now.
on me.
This is my thing. Biden has done a lot of shit in his
Yeah, that guy.
presidency in the 4 years that he's been president, and he's really fucked shit up.
How you gonna change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America? For starters.
That's a starter. Okay, but let's talk about. It hasn't happened
Started,
yet,
baby.
It's happened yet, but it hasn't happened yet. So let's talk about the facts, right? The facts.
We're
are-
acting like we don't have people. We're acting like we don't come from a family
Hold on.
that fucking had to cross the border. And like
We'll get to that.
we got lucky. We were born in the fucking U.S. with papers. Oh yeah, Trump this, Trump that. So fuck your mom, fuck your uncle, fuck your brother, fuck your cousins. Deport their asses, right?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's
We'll get to
that's
that.
how Trump thinks.
We'll get to that.
Hey.
Biden though. Biden
Take my word for it.
gave the weapons, gave money to the Taliban.
Look at him.
It's a year that we've been fighting for 20 years. That's first and foremost. Second,
What do you think about this, Peru?
Second, Biden has done a lot of shit
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the economy that has fucked us over.
That's why. Fuck Biden too.
So that's what we're talking about. Let's get with Biden first, and then we'll get with Trump.
Everybody
So
like Trump because of the stimmies.
it's not even that.
And
Let's keep it a buck. When Trump was in,
was EDD
let's
rich.
keep it a buck. When Trump was in, yes, they were EDD rich. That's right. And the steamies were smacking. But the gas prices were low. We were not at war with different countries.
Yo.
And we are at war with different countries
He was
now.
cool with
We're at war
Korea.
with China,
He was
North
cool with
Korea,
Rocket Man.
Russia. You know, and
Right.
you know,
Hey,
I get
shit.
there's a lot of shit that Trump says that he should not say. But that's why you should like his ass, because he has no fucking
Now,
filter.
And that goes
No filter.
and that
Zero.
goes-
How
You
mine.
know
goes
what
to
he's
the-
thinking.
and
He's
let's
never
say-
going to switch up on that.
And-
So
and-
if you know that he's going to hate Mexicans, right?
Yeah.
Show him why not. That's what the Mexican
Why?
people is doing.
So
we
He
gotta
was
start-
loving them when he wasn't president.
Hold on, but that
Right?
goes back to the Trump
He was
inauguration.
loving them when he
right?
wasn't president, though.
The
There
Trump
you go.
inauguration.
He was loving them all the time.
1/20/25, right? What is it right there? The Trump inauguration on 1/20.
Yeah, it's
25.
happening on Monday. So
When?
just stay tuned.
When?
It's happening on the 20th. He's being inaugurated as the president. So just know, he is going to be a president. And look, he's not even the president now.
Hold on.
And let's just state the facts, right? He's not even president, right? And he's already made one thing better that Biden has fucked over for the past 4 years.
What's that?
Israel and Hamas war has ceased fire,
Because Donald Trump
and they
said-
release hostages.
What did Donald Trump say?
They made a
If you
negotiation.
don't make that situation better, I swear to God, I'm gonna go over there and
fuck your shit.
fuck your shit up.
Literally.
Fuck your shit
Literally.
up. And he's
Literally.
like, I'm sorry to the interpreter. I'm sorry to the interpreter, but I am gonna go over there and cause living hell.
Yeah,
gangster
basically-
as fuck.
So look, this is the tweet that he said. We have a deal for the hostages in the Middle East. They will be released shortly. Thank you. Shortly after, breaking news, Israel and Hamas have agreed to cease fire and pause the war in Gaza and release hostages. Now, with that being
That's
said,
Trump. That's all Trump.
it's just the
Hey, did you see what
the
he
sleight
did
of
to the
power
Arab?
that people are afraid of.
You see what he did to the Arab? He went like this. He went with the interpreter,
I seen
and
that.
he said, "Hey, you ain't killing no more Americans." He said, "Show him this picture. I will bomb your shit."
Yeah, I know where you live.
Yeah.
I see that shit.
Yeah.
That shit's
Like,
hard.
if you
shit
fucking
is-
kill one more American,
I'm gonna fuck
I
you
will
up.
bomb your shit. I will fuck
Now,
your shit up.
There's a lot of definitely controversy, which I agree with. You know, he has a fucking mouth on that ass. Like, there's some shit that I do not fucking agree with, right? Obviously, the immigration process, we have to understand. If you've been here for 20 years, why are we kicking you out? Give them papers. Give them citizenship. I agree with that.
Yeah.
What I don't agree with is motherfuckers like terrorists, for example, that motherfucker or the dude that basically orchestrated the New Orleans attack. I'm not gonna say the terrorist itself or the dude that got arrested, but the dude that told them, hey, you need to do this in order to be a part of ISIS.
Hey.
Why is he in here? There's a lot of footage that we have actual terrorists living in the United States.
Yep.
Actual fucking terrorists.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the cartel's here.
Been here.
Long time.
Right? And what's the first thing that the United States of America likes to sell on? What's the safest place in the world?
Ooh.
I do not feel safe here. I do not feel safe here. Why?
Hey, you don't even know
You want to know what's crazy about? There's a lot of individuals who feel safe the fact that he's being inaugurated. They feel like with Trump's presidency, there's individuals out there who feel that he's gonna make America great again. They're gonna feel safe again. They're gonna make more money.
And those are the people wearing the fucking MAGA hats and the red
people
and
who feel it, you know, and
Right.
those are individuals are entitled to their opinions, you know, but there is people, a larger percentage of it, because that's the reason why he got, you know, he's president now. There's a lot of people who feel that he's gonna make something different than what it was. But this is the kicker of it, right? He's a face to the people who are already behind the curtains that are about the establishment. And you guys know that too. There's people out there who's been in the business 20, 30, 40 years plus.
I agree. There's definitely a puppet master. I agree.
Yes.
What's the puppet master? What's running the economy in the United States? You know, we're talking about what's that big company? It's a bank. The Roethlisberger or
it's BlackRock and Vanguard.
Blackguard and Vanguard?
Yep.
Those are big banks?
Those are the big ones.
What's the one that I'm trying to say?
The Rothschild?
Rothschild. That's a big bank.
They're a multi-trillion-dollar company.
Multi-trillion-dollar
family.
Trillion-dollar family. And they basically supply all the economy of the United States.
They have a private military.
They do.
Yep.
And we're going to get to that, but that's pretty much what I just kind of wanted to get to. Basically, the thoughts on everything that's been going on, everything that's been happening, and those are the topics that have been deeply impacted. Again, I want to send condolences. I want to send prayers to everybody who has dealt with these LA wildfires. I'm going to just say wildfires because it's wild, not because I believe it's a wildfire. I might believe the conspiracy. I might not. Maybe tune in into further episodes and we'll fucking dive more into it. I love you guys. I just want to say thank you, man. And I'm giving you guys everything that we got. We're all here.
Yep.
You know
Giving our opinions, individuals, for what it was.
And it's raw. You're not gonna get nothing else other than this here.
Hey man, I used to.
My boy is really going through it right now. He right here, you know, but he's going through it. Look, Eric is laughing because he's been watching his ass this whole time, and he's like, you know, he's going through it.
I'm rolling, 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 I'm rolling.
With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Spanish Rice and Fried Chicken. I'm here with my brothers.
They got 56.
1992 and fuck Donald Trump, baby.
There you go.
Big example of this motherfucker.
Hey, and look, just so y'all know, we can have different opinions and still get along. You feel me? I love it.
I love Donald Trump. I love Donald Trump.
That's
Donald Trump is my president.
That's natural routine for it being
I love
actual
Donald Trump.
working government, a community.
A community, man. Everybody's opinion, no matter what,
It matters. It matters.
Say for what it is.
Yeah, I want
That's
something.
what
That's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get.
Hey, we love y'all. Until the next one, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, do not forget to share.
Nigga.
Peace.
Stay tuned.